So what do you think about this fight this weekend? I saw the press conference. I don't know if you get a chance to see it. Did you have between Dustin and Conor?
I think Tony saw it. I can see it after Tony see it because I'll see it through Tony's eyes. I seen some, but let's see what Tony has to say.
Well, it's the same old Conor annex, and people want to know what Conor is going to show up. And the MMA economy, the Vegas economy, UFC economy, desperately needs McGregor to win. Because if McGregor wins, guess what? The whole sport elevates and money can fly everywhere. But if McGregor does a one-round thing and rides off into the sunset, it is not going to help the economy of MMA.
I don't think he knows how to quit to stop fighting. He'll always come back, I believe. What's there to retire to? He'd be bored. He likes the attention. He lives off of it. He thrives off that energy.
Though. His stock will drop. Mayweather wants to fight him. Conor said he'll fight both Jake Paul. He said he'll knock them out. There's a lot of stuff there that, it could create an incredible opportunities.
Well, we want to see him fight Islam. That's what Javier wants.
Well, for me, that's the only reason why I would want him to win, so Islam could shut him up.
But you would enjoy watching Dustin beat his ass.
I would enjoy Dustin, but the only reason why, if he does win, which definitely could happen because he's a definite great fighter, is because he's a great fighter. But I want Dustin to win. But if he wins, then that's great for me because then that means Islam gets an opportunity, and then Conor gets to come after Khabib's #1 training partner. It's the same thing that some people want to do with Conor's people. They want to go after his training partners because they can't get him. Like
Right.
Jake Paul. Jake Paul wanted to go after Dylan Dennis because he couldn't get Conor. But now it appears that Jake doesn't have to get the attention of Conor anymore because now he's got it. Now Conor's talking about them because what did the Paul brothers prove? That they're stars. They're legit stars, big time stars. And I gotta say, Logan does it with more class than all of them. Jake goes a little bit where he shouldn't, but he's not that bad.
Cringy
He's
style.
not that bad. I mean, come on, like he takes Mayweather's hat. Oh, I got your hat. I got your hat. And then he puts it on his foot. I got his hat. I mean, you can call him a clown, you can call him whatever, but one thing I have the privilege of is I know his coaches. They're really good friends of mine, as you do, Len, and you know them too, Tony. But you guys don't know, but I get some of the training footage that they send me of Jake Paul, and those people that think he can't box, or those people that think that Tyron's going to run away with it and knock him out, you guys are sadly mistaken. It's going to be a fight, and the reason why I favor Jake for one reason and one reason only. That's all Jake does, and he's a great athlete, and he hits hard just like Tyron does. But he spends more time on it. Tyron's behind. He's behind the training. He's not ahead of it. He's behind of it. This just like Tony, if you and I made a bet and we were going to do MMA with Tyron, what's going to happen? Give me a break. It's not going to be quite the same because Tyron does box and he's a great athlete and he's has been a street fighter somewhat, but he's still behind the 8 ball, bro. He's not ahead. Jake is ahead, and come fight time, there's going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of interest because someone's getting the hell knocked out, man. Someone is. I'm telling you. I'm thinking, Jake's going to win, but hell, Tony could say, "Ha, you're full of it." Tyron's going to win, and you know what? I'm not going to say nothing because this is legit. Anything he says objectively towards Tyron, I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah, you got a good point.
Yeah, you get a view behind the curtains. This is pretty interesting. A lot of people come here for the view behind the curtains. As a matter of fact,
what's your view, Tony? What do you got?
Okay,
I'll give you this box if you're right.
I'll
give you this box if you're right. There's like 6 more of these specifically for you.
Estrogen.
Okay,
bombs.
Let me tell you something. Mayweather is not going to bet on somebody he feels that's going to roll over, lose, or not go in there with everything. And because Tyron looks up to him, Tyron would rather die before he loses in front of Floyd. That's you don't understand that. Tyron's ready to die to win this fight. This goes beyond the competition. So this is going to be the measure of heart. So is the reality show kid going to prove that he is a real fighter with real heart versus a guy who's going to come in with all heart? There's a lot of emotional stuff connected to this, man. I would not underestimate anybody.
What do you think about your, he wants to come back to AKA Tai Tuivasa? I enjoyed meeting him over at.
Oh, I love Ty. He's AKA regardless whether he's with us or not with us. He's still AKA. Tai Tuivasa, he's funny. He is a really good guy. He's got a tough fight in his hands, man. Greg Hardy, no joke. Very powerful guy. I'm more interested in that fight for me because Ty's my guy. I'm more interested in that fight than I am any other fight on this card personally. The main event only because I want Islam to get a great payday and Islam to be able to smash the chicken. So other than that, yeah. And I shouldn't have said that because he's not a chicken, but it's just a funny joke people say.
I love that one. I love smash the chicken.
But see, here's the problem with Greg Hardy. He's got a lot of heart. He puts in the work, but it's all about his time management. He needs to manage his grappling, his striking, his kicking, and he kind of puts too much out there, and then people weather the storm, and then they figure out how to get a win on him. So if he can time manage his energy output, Greg will go to the next level for sure.
I think Ty is extremely athletic and underestimated when you look at him. When you see him move in the cage, man, that guy can fly.
Exactly. It's beyond the tough fight. It's
rugby versus NFL. That's what I think.
That's a good analogy too, because Ty was a good rugby player and what do you call it? Was a hell of a football player, So yeah. It's no joke of a fight, bro. That's a colossal either 1 second type thing or it's a slugfest.
I think it's all time management.
What are your thoughts on Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson? You've got the karate guy versus the jiu-jitsu guy who's got some actual striking skills. I mean, he's walked in and just knocked out some people that nobody expected. But he doesn't lean on his jiu-jitsu.
You got a great striker and Wonder Boy, and if you come in just standing with Wonder Boy, you're gonna have to catch him off guard like Anthony Pettis did, with something fluke. Because if you don't come at him with something off the wall, and you just keep a stand up, he's gonna give you a kickboxing lesson. And Gilbert's got to knock him out on the stand up to win that, but on the ground, of course not. But then again, Wonder Boy is not easy to take down, and he's really good at getting back up. So, I don't know how that fight's gonna go. I just know that expect anything. It could be a KO, it could be a 3-round decision, but I don't know who I can call the winner on that one. I think it's a really tough fight.
He beat Tyron. I mean, Gilbert beat Tyron that gave Wonder Boy a tough time. So that's the interesting part of the fuel here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but again, they're different fighters, so that's kind of not that's like apples and oranges in a way because they're entirely different. But again, Gilbert has the power to knock out Wonder Boy, and he has the jiu-jitsu ability to submit him. But I do not think that he has the expertise and stand-up to be able to outpoint Wonder Boy for 3 rounds. I do not. That I do not believe can happen. Outside of he hitting him with a good shot and rocked him, and the Wonder Boy couldn't get back in. But shot for shot, nobody getting hurt on shots. Wonder Boy outclasses him.
He has more output. What do you think, Tony?
What Gilbert is going to show up. So sometimes when you have a fight like his last fight, and he took some incredible shots, he still could be tenderized where Wonder Boy is a lot fresher. So this is the perfect opportunity for Wonder Boy to get him if he's still a little bit tenderized.
Good point. Good
So
point.
I'll give you my 3 picks. I'll go with Ty, Wonder Boy, and yeah, I have a feeling Conor might pull it off this time. Those are my 3 picks for this card. What do you guys have?
Well, whoever's going to win with Conor is going to win. But if Justin wins, they're going to sell 12 bottles of hot sauce in Louisiana. If Conor wins, it's going to increase the MMA lottery to astronomical new heights. So, as a businessman, I want Conor to win, but whoever's going to win is going to win.
I'll go on personal Ty. That's personal. I'm not going against Ty. That's personal. So he's my guy. So I don't care who he's fighting. I'm going with Ty. On a so-called expert, if you want to call it that, I'll flip the coin because I don't really know, man. That's a tough one. On the other one, I'll go on Islam Makhachev needs a big payday. So there you go.
So you're saying you want Conor to win?
I want Islam to have a big payday.
That's it. He's saying it, but he's not saying it. Javier wants Conor to win. Would you ever believe that? Well, there's a reason behind it because we'd like to see the outcome. What about
I would like
Burns?
to see Islam take Charles Oliveira and just pull him apart like a bag of Twizzlers. That's what I would like. They just pull his limbs off his body, or just total annihilation. That's what I would like.
What about the Gilbert Burns fight, Hav versus Wonderboy? What was your pick?
Flip a coin.
Yeah, 50-50?
Yeah, my expert opinion on that one, flip a coin. That one, I really can't pick a winner on that one. That's